The seas and oceans across the world are home to millions of distinct types of marine life. It's no exaggeration to say that some of these creatures are some of the most magnificent organisms that exist on Earth. However, because they're submerged and spend the majority of their time out of sight, we rarely get the opportunity to observe them in all of their brilliant splendor. In this video, we'll bring you the most magnificent creatures found in the ocean. Stay with us until the end to get blown away by the beauty and attractiveness of these marine creatures of our beloved planet. Here's a list of animals that get less attention than dolphins and whales, but are even more magnificent. Coconut octopus. The coconut octopus has earned a spot among the animal kingdom's most magnificent and intelligent creatures. It is quite clever in its usage of items such as coconut shells to help it avoid being discovered by potential predators. The coconut octopus is a magnificent marine species when it isn't hidden in the underground lair it constructed itself. It stands out visually because of the contrast between bright and dark tones. This octopus swims and even walks around the ocean floor, its black body concealing brightly colored suckers with a patterned pattern that resembles snakeskin. You can spot them easily in the western Pacific Ocean's tropical waters. Brittled stars. Brittled stars, which are related to starfish, are able to swiftly glide across the ocean floor using their long, thin arms. One of their enticing features is the symmetry that exists between their arms that extend out from the disk at the center. The brittle star, sometimes known as the serpent star, is a magnificent creature that can swiftly and deftly change direction. In order to move in the direction they want to go, they blend a flexible, snake-like characteristic with grace. Due to their five-jawed mouth and the capacity to regrow severed limbs, they are also highly versatile. During the day, they hide in caves and rock crevices before coming out at night to hunt. Mantis shrimp. This tiny stomatopod is neither a shrimp nor a mantis and is only around 4 inches in total length. The mantis shrimp is striking to look at with its long, vibrant body and large, piercing eyes. Nevertheless, despite appearances, this aquatic species is significantly more hazardous than it appears. It breaks the shells of its victims with punches that have the force of a .22 caliber bullet, thanks to its tiny but powerful clubs. Researchers studying mantis shrimp must house them in aquariums made of a strong plastic because their powerful punches can shatter glass. When it comes to punching power, the mantis shrimp tops the animal kingdom, according to Guinness World Records. Leafy sea dragon. Though they may look like seaweed, leafy sea dragons are actually a type of fish that is more closely linked to pipefish than seahorses. These leafies, as they're often called, rule the oceans off South and East Australia as the undisputed masters of camouflage. Though its snaking tentacles may give the impression that they're actively propelling the sea dragon forward, the leafy sea dragon actually swims with the help of extremely thin fins that are practically invisible to the naked eye. Its capacity to change color to blend in with its surroundings is perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this magnificent marine species. Flying gurnard. The wingspan of the flying gurnard is what first draws attention to this fish. Pectoral fins are generally tucked down close to the body of the gurnard, but when a predator is nearby, they spread out to provide a dazzling display. This species is stunning in the water because of the combination of its transparent fins and the bright blue dots that decorate them. Despite the misleading name, flying gurnards spend their time on the ocean floor. Even though they have huge fins, these fish don't soar through the water so much as move in quick bursts. Their swim bladder makes a grunting sound when the water travels through it, which is where the name gurnard comes from. Flying gurnards can reach a maximum size of 20 inches. Christmas tree worms. The origin of the name Christmas tree worm is immediately apparent upon seeing one. In spite of their widespread distribution in the world's tropical oceans, coral reefs are where you're most likely to come across these magnificent creatures. The festive feather crowns that adorn their heads also serve as a filter for food and an oxygen harness. There are 2 of them on each worm. Christmas tree worms, unlike their namesake, can be found in a rainbow of colors, not just green. Since they have a lifespan of up to 40 years, they're a better investment than the typical Christmas trees. The worm only shows its crown while it is out in the open, and when it is startled, it quickly retreats into its burrow. They measure a paltry 1.5 inches at most. Starfish. It's one of the most striking and vibrant marine life forms to be found in the oceans of the planet. There are around 1,500 species of starfish. Starfish come in a wide variety of eye-catching colors, including gray, brown, blue, orange, and red. Starfishes are able to hide from predators thanks to their incredibly bright colors, which also serve as a warning. In reality, they are not fish at all, as they lack gills and fins. Like sea cucumbers, sea urchins, and sand dollars, starfish are classified as a type of echinoderm. While the 5-armed kind of starfish is the most common, there are more species with 10, 20, and even 40 arms that can be found in the oceans around the world. Anypniastes eximia. The Anypniastes eximia wasn't photographed until 2017, despite its discovery in the 1880s. The scientific community refers to this group of deep-sea cucumbers with mockery as headless chicken monsters, since they lack a true brain and sensory organs. The swimming sea cucumber is a more accurate name. However, it serves a necessary function by removing sediment from the seabed. The Anypniastes eximia comes in a range of colors, from hot pink to rusty brown. Notably, its transparent body provides a view of its working digestive system. It reaches a maximum length of 9 inches and is considered highly active for a creature of its size in deep water. Nudibranch. Nudibranches are commonly referred to as sea slugs, an informal word that you're probably more familiar with. More than 3,000 species of these marine mollusks have been described, and they can be found in waters ranging from the warmest tropical seas to the coldest of Canada's 3 oceans. Nudibranches can come in a wide range of eye-catching colors and designs. Because they don't have a shell, this provides a form of protection. Because of the danger of predators, they have evolved to mimic the surrounding vegetation. Photographer David Dubélé of National Geographic famously dubbed them the high fashion models of marine life. In addition, predators are scared away by a creature's vivid colors, which are often seen as a warning that it is poisonous, even if it isn't. It's remarkable that these creatures are able to absorb their prey's pigment into their own tissue, which allows them to appear hidden while feeding atop the very animals they devour. Sea anemones. Sea anemones were given their name because of their striking resemblance to the anemone flower, which grows on land. More than 1,000 different species of sea anemones have been described. They spend most of their time clinging to the sea floor with their adhesive legs. Sea anemones can be found in a wide variety of colors, from very invisible to fluorescent. In addition to a central mouth, sea anemones' cylindrical bodies are surrounded by dozens to hundreds of tentacles that are poisonous. This tentacle is used to locate prey and administer a paralyzing poison. If you enjoyed this video, click here to learn about what lives in the deepest part of the ocean.